It's always an exciting journey to the island. It must be because all life began in the sea. The winter island has a gift for us.
섬에서 혼자 고요하게 걸으면서 내 깊은 무식 속에 저 심층에 있는 나 자신과 이제 대면하고 만나게 된 과정이 이 섬에서 이루어지니까.
I leave for the winter island to meet the person within me. Out of all the paths in Korea, he chooses to walk in islands. This is why he is called the Island Pilgrim. The island he is visiting today is a 30-minute boat ride from Tokjok Island. It can only be reached after passing through the many islands of the Tokjok archipelago. It goes by the name of Ul Island. Ul Island is a small island in the Tokjok archipelago, Ongjin-gun, Incheon. The first thing you see when you get off at Ul Island port is the long seawall. This is where the vessels from neighboring islands come in search of refuge during storms. There's another famous attraction on Ul Island. It's the lighthouse on the mountaintop. It holds a special meaning for the villagers of Ul Island.
여기 마을 주민들이 전부 다 학교 다니는 아이들까지 동네 처녀들, 아줌마들, 아저씨들, 또 할아버지 할머니들까지 온 동네 주민들이 벽돌 한 장 한 장 지게에 지고 머리에 이고 손에 들고 그렇게 올라가서 만든 등대예요. 저 등대가.
It's a 40-minute walk from the village to the lighthouse. The villagers carried bricks and tiles up this road to build the lighthouse. It's a long walk before we reach the lighthouse. It is situated at the highest peak of Ul Island. It was first lit in 1964 and shines up to 20 kilometers of the coastal waters. We can see the long seawall and neighboring islands from the lighthouse. The picturesque view of the open sea brightens up our hearts like the light of a lighthouse.
일단 등대가 가지고 있는 그 상징적인 거는 뭐 외로움 이런 거잖아요. 사실은 등대가 있는 곳은 그 섬이든 포구든 어디서든 가장 풍광이 좋고 아름다운 곳입니다. 그러니까 생각보다 그렇게 우울하거나 그러지 않고 굉장히 밝고 굉장히 화려하고 뭐 그런 생각이 듭니다.
Along the beach to the north of the lighthouse are sand dunes. The sea has made a masterpiece with the wind. Sand dunes are always mystical. We leave the sand dunes behind and head to yet another of Ul Island's attractions. We arrive at Moknomi Beach, which can only be reached by a hike over the village hill. Rocks of strange and interesting shapes are everywhere near the beach. It preserves its natural state, far away from human touch. This primitive island awakens the soul from deep within. Poetry then flows naturally from the soul. As he crosses the beach and heads back to the village, he comes across villagers carrying logs from the mountain.
제가 끌어올려 드릴게요. 내려가지 마세요. 제가.
Most people on the island still burn firewood to heat their homes.
보일러 놨다가
예.
보일러 있지만 이런서 고장 나면 어떻게?
그렇죠. 고치기도 어렵고.
고치기 못해갖고.
그럼 온돌방 해가지고.
예.
한결 기름이 전락되죠 많이.
그렇죠.
많이
그리고 또 따뜻하게 사시고.
그 뭐 저기 뭐야 찜질방 모양으로 떼가지고 뜯어요.
The elders of the village have always relied on wood from the hills to survive the winter. This includes Mrs. Kim Young-suk, who is 80 years old. She came with her father to Ul Island when she was young and has lived here ever since.
아버님이 여기서 교장 선생님 하셨었다고.
그렇죠.
학교 여기
네.
옛날 국민학교.
네.
몇 살 때 시집 가셨어요?
17이요.
17.
네.
할아버지는요?
할아버지는 지금 한 20년 됐어요. 돌아가신 지.
아이고 일찍 가셨네.
네.
The young people of the village who can help out with the work have left, but Mrs. Young-suk cannot. The old match is like the heart of the old lady. Although she doesn't have a simple heater, Mrs. Young-suk likes Ul Island. She is thankful for the traveler that lent a helping hand. The next morning, Chae-yoon heads for the dock again. It's time for him to visit the second island. He takes a ferry from Ul Island to Baeka Island, 10 minutes away. Baeka Island is an island at the western tip of the Tokjuk archipelago. Only 20 families live on this small island. The poet had visited the island a few winters ago.
내가 4년 전에 그때 들어가서 할머니를 만나 뵀던 그 집이네요. 할머니 계세요? 신발이 없다. 어디 가셨나 보다.
We find out that she is visiting the next door neighbor.
춤이 한번 추겨. 춤이 한번 추라고. 춤 추라야 그게.
그때
나 잊어버렸어요.
잊어버리셨죠?
Her memory may be faint, but she can't send this guest away on an empty stomach. The villagers have made a local specialty to welcome the visitor from far away.
물메기찜도 이렇게 많이 해주시나 봐요?
예.
Soon, a feast is prepared. They are healthy dishes cooked during the winter of Baeka Island.
백아도에 겨울 음식이 다 모였네요.
예.
Spicy dishes are just what one craves during the cold winter. They are rare delicacies even for the islanders.
물메기 드세요.
Filled with the warmth of their hospitality, he is energized for the remainder of the trip. He officially starts his journey on Baeka Island. This is Nambong Hiking Trail, the biggest pride of Baeka Island. Carefully tread along the steep cliff for an unobstructed view of the sea. The path to the peak can be challenging for beginners. However, scaling the steep rock wall can be a novel adventure for travelers to the island. The island reveals more of its beauty every time you turn a corner. We are finally at 145 meters above sea level. Numerous islands spread out below the mountain ridge. They are bare without trees and grass to cover them up, and the poet thinks human nature is also revealed as people walk along the winter island.
근데 섬에 오면은 혼자서 걸을 수 있는 시간이 많거든요. 그러면 이제 암만 해도 주변 사람들하고 이렇게 뭐 얘기를 하거나 이런 식으로 접촉이 덜 하니까 자기 자신하고 대화할 시간이 많아지는 거죠. 자기 자신의 내면을 더 깊이 들여다볼 수 있는 시간이 많아지는 거죠.
He is on his way back to reality. He looks out to the sea. There are many rocks in the waters of Baeka Island, each with a unique shape. Far in the distance is the General Rock, regarded as the guardian of Baeka Island. These are the beautiful and mysterious works of nature. One is reminded that there are many things in the world which mankind could never replicate. We head home with greater humility deep within our hearts.
이 바다를 보고 이 바다를 보고 평생을 보냈다고.